Okay, so Michael Rose, thank you so much for doing this interview, and thank you for being the great advocate and scientist you are for radical life extension. You've done some great things for this great cause. And how long have you been a radical life extension advocate and enthusiast?
Well, I've been doing this work since 1976, so that's 41 years. But in
Wow,
terms
wow,
of advocating for people to do something since 1984,
wow, beautiful,
that's 33
beautiful,
years.
beautiful. Yeah, I know you've done some very phenomenal things, like extending the life of fruit flies, for example. Yeah,
Yes,
you were one of
well,
the first ones to actually achieve
yeah,
anything like that.
I did that in 1977 for the first time. But since 1984, I've been in the pursuit of radically extending human lifespan.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Can you give us just a little bit of a brief summary or a short summary? I know you're going to be at RAADfest 2017 and speaking, and we're very excited to hear you. Can you give us a little brief, maybe, synopsis of what you're going to be talking about, what exciting news you're going to bring?
What I'm hoping to show people is exactly how concrete biological immortality is, how we are already able to manipulate it in our laboratory, and why the idea of moving from an aging dominated adulthood, which is what humans have now, to something completely different is scientifically straightforward. It's technologically very hard, but scientifically straightforward.
So on a personal level, what is your single most important reason that you decided to help end aging and death?
People dying,
Yeah.
I mean, my brother dying,
Oh,
my
wow.
first wife dying,
Wow. Yeah.
uh, uh,
That's always impactful.
you know, with every person I'm close to who dies, the more determined I get, and the more angry I am at people who are hostile.
I share those same feelings. Yeah. So why do you think it'd be important for people to attend RADfest?
Well, you have the greatest diversity of speakers. You have people with, well, I guess, from Aubrey de Grey to me to some of your other speakers, you have a great diversity of opinion. Yet I think everybody there is, in one way or another, focused on the cause. And, it's to me the most important. I mean, leaving aside avoiding war, it's the most important thing about
Yeah.
this century.
Yeah. Well, how important is it, do you think, to have a strong, united community moving towards aging and death?
uh, so I've been thinking a lot about this from the standpoint of the example of the conquest of contagious diseases,
Mm.
which was, roughly speaking, in an arc from the middle of the 19th century to the middle of the 20th century. And that was really the most important constructive thing that humanity did over a period of actually more than a century.
That's true.
And I view the attempt to conquer aging in exactly the same light because we conquered those diseases. And while I don't think that it's exactly right to call aging a disease, it's in a medical sense, the diseases of aging are our primary causes of death now in the Western world and frankly spreading all over the world.
So true.
And to me, there's nothing more important than conquering them.
I agree. I agree. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much. Wow. I'm looking forward to hearing you at RADfest. I know we all are. Thank you so much for, your agreeing to do this interview and for being at RADfest. And we'll look forward to seeing you there soon.
I'm looking forward to it very much.
Yeah. Yeah. Great interview. Thank you.
Thank you.